My buyers offered $16K over list price with a partial appraisal waiver, and we lost the property. The listing agent told me on the first day on the market she had 31 showings. If you still can't decide about selling your home, hi homeowners, I'm Anant Deoras, AD at Chicago Realtor, and through my Leaving Chicago YouTube channel, I offer practical tips on home selling and the seller process from under contract to close. In today's video, we're going to be tackling 3 points. Number one, home prices in some of the popular Chicago neighborhoods, why home prices are strong and market times down as strong as they are now. And finally, a possible caveat, maybe a wrench in the whole process, potentially how home prices could be derailed, the appreciation as we get later in the year. So Chicago home prices, I'm gonna pick two neighborhoods, Lakeview, the Lakeview area, and Portage Park. Let's look at under contract, right? A really good indicator to see how fast things are going under contract as far as market activity. So you're gonna see here, let's look at a couple of these listing market times. These are for properties that are under contract, 9, 3, 15, 16, 14. I mean, you know, and this is again about 14, 15 properties, super fast, decrease in market times, and of course, closely related to that, closed sales. So we're gonna take a look at some closed sales. Those are for 2 and 3 bedrooms. We are going to look at one here, for example. This property, 3113 Greenview. This property, 649 listed, sold for 11K above list. And you can see here in only 4 days time. You know, if your property is even basically maintained, you know, there needs to be some upkeep. Things are gonna go really, really quick. I got another property here, sold for full list, 3319 North Sheffield. Look here, 550, 3 days on the market. Okay. What about the luxury head, the high end? Typically, historically during this time, you know, November, January, February, there's a little bit of a slowdown, but you're gonna see here in the high end under contract, 5 days, 7 days, and you see here 62, and if you go down, folks, and look, 75, those are new construction, so obviously they're going to take a little bit longer to go under contract. And on the closed sale side, if we go high end here, take a look here, $1 million, yes, we have $1 million properties here in the Lakeview area. This is 1232 Melrose. That closed, you can see they're very high, sold to list, $1,050,000. Now, what about another area, what I say underrated, Portage Park neighborhood? Let's look at some of the Portage Park properties. We have 9. These are the listing market times, 39 days, 6 days, 43, 15, 15. Lightning fast going on right now. Those are the under contract, and then your sold. I have multiple sold here. Wonderful, beautiful bungalows. Portage Park is known for the bungalows, as you know. Homeowners, as you know, the beautiful bungalows here. So we have listed for $284,999, sold for $285, 21 days. We have a second one here. This is 5337 Eddy, $289, goes for $290. So you're seeing the pattern here, folks. Things are moving very quick. So there's not enough time in the world to go through every single neighborhood, folks. So what I did is to personalize your experience and kind of give you your own market snapshot, you know, monthly or weekly. I have a market activity report on my website, livinginchicago.net. So if you look right now on the screen, you're gonna see the URL. I also have it in the description. You go there, really simple to use. You would go to your neighborhood where you live, go in, select what type of home you have, either home, single family home, or condo, put in your features, click that market report, and then all I ask there, the system asks for your name, email, and phone number. Of course, I'm not going to spam you. You can just set up the search, and then of course, when I follow up with you, just let me know, hey, Anant, I'm gonna be still kind of in the early stages, not a problem at all. But yeah, you can set your frequency weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and get that kind of snapshot of active, under contract, and sold, kind of the properties that I just sold you. So it's a really great tool. Strongly recommend you guys take advantage of that tool. Those are the prices, and now I want to kind of talk about why those prices, what kind of environment has been created that are causing these home prices to be so strong and things going under contract very quickly. The home prices and the ferocity and the frenzy of the marketplace as we head into 2021, in the early part of 2021. Well, you guys forgot, we're technically still in a pandemic in 2020. Of course, there was a slowdown due to the pandemic. That is pretty obvious. And also historically in the November, December in Chicago, that is historically been somewhat relatively quiet. But also, we had the election. And if you look at this graphic here, really interesting graphic, all the way back to 1963, in the election year, home sales in general have been down 15%. Now, what usually happens in the following year, things pick up. And there was always this pent-up buyer demand. Now, of course, fueled with very low interest rates, you take that demand with low interest rates, and that is causing these multiple offers. So I anticipate this to continue on in the beginning now in this first quarter into second quarter. But now I'm going to lead me to this final point of this video here is, what is that caveat? What is that potential wrench that can probably slow this down? Is why I want you to act now if you've thought about selling your home. So let's talk about that right now. Okay, the elephant in the room, the caveat, the monkey wrench or the wrench, you know what the saying is, or whatever the saying is. What could potentially derail a lot of this craziness and that's happening here in the marketplace, skewed to sellers, to you homeowners? It's actually there's some irony in this, the COVID vaccine. Of course, we all want it. It's great news. But what's been happening is consumer confidence is growing with that COVID. And I know a lot of people don't have it yet, but it's coming, and most of us will probably be vaccinated into, however you feel about it. I'm not trying to get political, if you like it or not. The reality here is, here coming in May, June, July, when most of us are going to have it in the US, or the ability to have it. So that increases consumer confidence. We have Biden with his $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. That is, inflationary pressures are increasing, consumer confidence is increasing. That means interest rates. Oh, by the way, as of this taping, 2.81, fantastic, right? That's slowly going to creep up, right? So everything is going to be heating up. The economy is heating up, which we want, but that could stifle actually some of the home prices. And I don't, stifle's a little bit too strong, dampen, particularly in Chicago, which traditionally lags around the rest of the U.S. I mean, there are Seattle and Arizona, I've got partners all throughout the U.S. of A., are seeing 50, 60, 70,000 over list. We're not seeing that necessarily right here, but so that could be a little dampered. So maybe you don't sell above list, but you sell very close to list. It's still going to be good, but that could potentially put that kind of, that's that elephant in the room that we need to be kind of closely looking at. So yeah, I mean, the time is now. Get your property on the market now versus waiting later. And if you do happen to wait later, you're still going to be able to get some good enough activity and a really good offer for your property. Okay, it's now leaving in Chicago question time. If you have thought about selling your home in the past, what's stopping you from putting your property on the market now? Has my video helped alleviate any of your concerns? If you still have concerns, now is your time to shout out. Comment below if you've got any concerns, questions. I'm happy to answer. I am Anant Deoras, AD, Chicago Realtor. And now what you should do is, if you go right over here, go and watch my informative rent versus sell video if you're kind of thinking about selling or renting your Chicago property. Or if you go right over here, watch my channel trailer to kind of see what my whole Leaving Chicago YouTube channel is all about. Have a wonderful day, folks.